Hey everybody, welcome back to another PUBG Director's Commentary with myself, Ben, and Cheweycracker.
Hello.
Feel free to call me Don Tomo, if you feel more comfortable with that.
I don't.
But, Ben's very much an acceptable alternative. So, we hope you enjoyed that last one we did. It was good fun to do, so we're coming straight in with another. This was actually we had two back-to-back squad wins. The first replay you saw, the 11 kill one, was the second of the two. This is the first of the two, but I wanted to do them in this order because I don't know. I just did really.
You had a preference for your 11 kills.
Yeah, I felt like 11 kills. You get an 11 kill game, you want to fucking put it on the internet.
It's true. It's true.
But this is another one. They were both melee based. Sorry, but they're they're different vibes. The first one was the other one. The circle pushes us out of the melee base. We have to travel. This one is kind of a south circle, so it's interesting seeing how we kind of move around and control the melee base. This one, I said at the end of this game, it was pretty much my favourite squad win ever. We went on to get an even better win the next time, but particularly like the comms in this one were really, really good. You won't be able to hear those live comms in this video, but you'll be able to see how we work as a team and how we move around and how we manage to keep, watch our six and clear areas and play the circle nicely and quickly call out targets and all shoot at the same targets and stick together. It's really nice. So I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, we've pretty standard drop there. I don't think we won't bump into anyone immediately. We just clear the tower, the factory, and we push over to this is our sort of secondary location, the police station.
Yeah.
And continue our looting spree. But I think I think Johnny calls some out in a sec that we bump into.
Yeah, definitely. We always go for that start at the ATC and then work your way around the melee base. So you're just clearing completely as you go.
And once you get in the habit of the more that's all right, wasn't it?
Sit down.
And the more you do the same things over and over, the better you get at them. So now we know that location so well. We know where we don't know what loot is going to spawn, but we know where the loot spawns all around this base. We know like the different lines of sight. We know which ways we can go and get cover and stuff like that. And it's you get very, very good at playing one particular area, or we have,
and giving point of references to the teammates.
Yeah, you all know the landmarks. You're all comfortable calling out locations and directions and stuff like that. So yeah, it does work well. I tend to prefer the ones where the circle goes more. There's Chewy. You just dropped a guy by the over by the window to the left of that door. There was a guy like crawling along. I think you just dropped.
Yeah. He was just staring up at the north building, as we call it.
Yeah. So I think we reckoned that he was looking up at some people he was fighting, but he might have actually been from their team because his mates I don't know if these are his mates, but these guys just start bowling out of the window. This bit's great. Two of them jump out. They both start shooting at me, so I back off around here, and then they both run around the corner looking at me. And they've got Johnny and Wayne just stood there behind them. They're both looking completely the wrong way.
Yeah, this is an example of people not realising they're playing squads and just running and gunning like cops.
Yeah, for sure. So those guys just got mercilessly gunned down in the back while they were trying to shoot me.
Yeah, no fear of maybe 3 more players being with you.
Yeah, it's not like they were in any cover either. They were just stood there. They just saw me first and just tunnel visioned, I guess. But we dropped those guys. We grabbed a bit of loot. Circle stays on melee base for now. I think at this stage we feel like we've cleared the melee pretty much.
Yeah.
There might have been people knocking around camping, but I think we'd pretty much cleared it from the people who dropped there.
And it's nice to head up to the billboard last, I find. I know you might think differently.
Yeah.
We call this the billboard because it's a big fucking advert for where you are. So
yeah.
You'll see a lot of kills.
Yeah, we tend to call it the billboard, which triggers some people. But
here's a good example of why you go up there last, I guess. You can see all the vehicles locations, so you know what your options are for leaving. But here you also notice exactly where the drop's going.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I like the billboard. It's good to go up. Sometimes I got there early if it's quiet and I can, but you can get some nice. Sometimes we've had situations where I've dropped there early and been able to get some nice shots down on people who have like dropped on the roofs of the 3 buildings. If you can get a gun and shoot down on those guys, you can you can catch them out.
You can work it.
Yeah, but obviously, as you say, it's one of those classic like sniper spots, like in BF2 where people would always just climb up to the tops of like the big chimneys where you had little gantries you climb up to or on top of the cranes, but they were just the first place you'd look when you're trying to anti-snipe snipers,
Yeah.
Because you were much more likely to just survive sitting in a bush on the ground and looking up at skylines and finding the snipers and shooting the snipers.
Exactly, silhouetted on the sky, hence the big fucking advert.
But thankfully, because the billboard's so long, at least you can run around on there, you can prone and you can avoid getting shot generally if you're careful. And But yeah, so we get a crate. This is one of the first times I actually got to really use a crate weapon much in a game. It's not often, the curse of the crate is you get something really awesome from a crate and then you get killed and never get to use it, or you just, never, things never work out. This is also a nice example of like Xbox inventory fuckery as I'm trying to figure out how on earth. It takes me so long to sort this out.
Yeah.
Because the thing, I think I need to press the. I think it's if you hold Y, that's the one I need to do, because it's the one I need to press. Because what I was trying to do, I needed to remove all my attachments from my Car 98,
right, yes.
pick up the M4, and then put them all on that. But I didn't have inventory space for it.
Yeah.
So I dropped all my first aid, so I had inventory space to take them off. But I think one of the buttons, I think it's if you hold Y, it drops all your attachments, but onto the ground.
Yeah.
So that's what I need to do, because then I didn't need to fuck around with the medkits and stuff. And then I accidentally picked up the wrong thing, and I had the Car 98 and the M24, and yeah, we got there in the end. I got my M24, I got my 8X.
Yeah, you hold A to select which gun. Whilst you're holding A, select which gun you want to swap out for, and then you're holding Y to get rid of all the attachments. Feels very fumbly, and like they're going to change that at some point.
Yeah, potentially. Still getting used to it. But there's also little bugs with the inventory as well. Sometimes when you scroll and stuff, it kind of bugs out and doesn't let you select the right thing. So it might be a bit easier once that stuff's fixed. It might be a little bit easier to learn and get used to.
I love this tower.
This is Chewey's tower.
This
Chewey's
is my tower,
we call it.
One of the reasons I love it is because there's no loot up here, so people just like it's a blind spot almost. They're just not used to coming up here because there's no loot.
It's true.
And certainly when the circle's on the milli, you can see most of the milli and all of the hills. So if you, having looted the entire milli, have a sniper with a scope, you've got some hard cover at the top to really work with.
It's also pretty easy to fall off when you're running down in a high-pressure situation, isn't it?
Yes, like I have done. And you
in
may
a 1v1.
well cut in a replay at this point to show
maybe you guys will see that one day. But yeah, so we clocked a guy shooting at us from this this sort of bunker thing. Silo, whatever we call them.
Yeah, so I've got Overwatch from the tower. I was just mentioning.
I pushed over. I had those three. I was trying to beg one of those guys to come over and support, but no one would. But the sniper, don't get me wrong, the sniper cover is very useful, but one of those guys over here would have been very, very useful because it's very risky having one person forward on their own. But I managed to deal with it. This guy I shoot in the face, and the second guy the sniper cover takes out, I think. There we go, straight in the face with that dude. And I don't think that guy probably got hurt by grenades a bit as well, I think. But yeah, he gets blapped by Chewey.
Johnny.
No, Johnny
with a headshot.
Johnny screws that guy. So there we go. We dealt with those guys. I think that was an insta on the second guy, wasn't it? So they get killed. But yeah, there's a whole sequence now where I don't think we skip anything more for the rest of the game because it's a really nice. Even when we're not fighting people, there's just some nice circle movement. I think the way we kind of watching our backs and keeping on our surroundings and just our movement and stuff is really good. I think. Not bragging, but
it's definitely true. Like I think we move early quite often when you're crossing things like roads or the runway, the nice big open space. You kind of feel like.
Well, we don't move super early on this one. It's just that we move sensibly, and we once we get there, we clear it, and we're all looking around very actively, and 8 times is for days.
In fact, we don't move early at all.
No, we push along at the edge of the blue pretty much. So I think there's a UAZ that turns up in a minute, and we get. This was glorious. This was glorious. This was what I was looking forward to showing you, Chewey. There we go.
Oh wow, first time
headshot on these guys that must be, don't know
M24.
what, 400 meters away, 300 meters away.
See, I'm shooting there, and yeah, look, there it is.
I saved that, and then two shots later, bang, land a headshot on the other guy, and then I saved this one as well. So I was like, oh wow, I just got 2.
So I think the M24 knocks anyone with a level 2 helmet, but like the Car 98 won't knock a level 3 headshot.
Correct. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as a Car 98 really, but I think it has slightly nicer. I think it handles slightly nicer maybe, but yeah, it's kind of the same as a Car 98. But it was fun to take. It's a great weapon, so I wanted to use it. It can take slightly more attachments as well. It can take an extended quick draw, which I didn't have on it. And these guys, I don't know if they'd like disconnect. It was weird that like 2 of them were like this, but they crashed their bike and then were just chilling. AFK. So I guess maybe they'd both games crashed or something like that. But yeah, they crash.
Down they go
in multiple ways and get destroyed pretty promptly. Sadly, I don't get any of the kills on these guys that I was headshotting up there because I think 2 of them just crawled back and their teammate was able to revive them. But still satisfying, still enjoyable. Nice to use a crate weapon for a change.
Very true. I'd be interested to compare this to my shots because I think there's less bullet drop on the M24.
Yeah.
Just looking at my kills earlier, but maybe that's something we can look up.
Yeah, there was. I mean, yeah, they were a reasonable way away, but not a million miles away. Yeah, I don't know if the bullet drops.
Well, I was up the tower.
Oh yeah, you were a bit further back, weren't
with
you?
the car
So
98,
yeah,
so
yeah, you're probably 50 meters behind me at the moment. But yeah, so we got 30 seconds to the circle starts pushing. We've got to push across the airstrip now and leave the base for the first time. There's these guys. Yeah, I've got a little hit.
Those guys. Keep them away. Keep them away.
Yeah, I just wanted to keep them panicking. Drop one if you can, but if you can just keep them panicking, then.
Ooh, unlucky.
Yeah. This is fun. I think I hit this guy a bit. He runs in a very straight line.
The classic Xbox straight line run.
They haven't got the wiggle down.
No wiggling.
Don't manage the headshot, sadly.
They do make it nice and easy for you.
Yeah.
Wow. Not easy.
Not easy, but they could have made it a lot harder. That one felt harsh. I thought that was okay. There we go. We fired off all of my clips. I need to reload both my guns, and we've got to move from this circle. I'm not sure who those. I think those guys are. You guys are probably still shooting at that same gaggle of people that got out of that calf, maybe.
I've grabbed the buggy. I think I picked Johnny up.
You do. Yeah, I think I just run over because it's not too far for me, really.
And not early at all. Here comes the blue.
No, not early, but not super late. I think this guy managed to drop. He clearly doesn't know how to do the Xbox wiggle because he just runs in a dead straight line.
Jam punk.
For God's sake, people, don't run in a straight line when someone's shooting at you like that. Especially when it's directly away from them. And there we go. There's the blue. Not doing too much damage.
Okay, this is great now because the whole melee base has been pushed out. So we've just seen this wave of people getting pushed out.
Yeah,
I think there's more up the road there, just driving in, and we're just going to start wailing away on them as well.
I wonder if anyone actually looked in that crate at all because the bike crashed kind of near it, and then these guys got out of the UAZ and ran straight up here. It's probably sitting there with stuff in it, but wasn't the time to be nosing around in it, to be fair. Well, there we go. I just got the kill confirmed on that guy I'd knocked a minute ago. Well, he died outside the play zone.
I think earlier in the replay you've demoed how hard it is to maybe loot a crate.
Yeah,
and
it can be a pain. It can be a pain.
I'm glad we didn't get kind of caught out.
Yeah, I don't really need anything at this stage either. Level 3 helmet would be nice, but otherwise, pretty good.
Oh.
See, I think this is me and Wayne are shooting this guy. I think you guys are slightly further up.
There you go. There's my car 98 shots.
I think that was on you were shooting a different guy though.
Guys further up the road.
Okay. See, this guy, he gets. I think he's not. I don't know. Someone said he'd been an insta, but that guy looks like he's definitely knocked out. But I think maybe his body was. Oh yeah, this guy as well. See, that was harsh. I felt.
Oh, you just missed that opportunity because I killed him.
But yeah, the guy behind it, he looks like he's knocked, but I don't know if it just bugged out and his body was just stuck there or something. But he didn't look like he was moving when knocked.
The bug when dead bodies move around, really annoying.
Yeah.
It's
caught you out. You a bit. I've not found it too much of an issue. If a body starts spazzing around and flies 10 feet in the air, normally not too worried. It's the threat.
Oh yeah, if they're 10 feet in the air, but sometimes it's just their arms.
A little wiggle, a little shake,
a little jiggle, little disco dance.
So this is probably. I was gonna speed this bit up or skim through it, but I think it's nice to see how we work this quite late circle in the game. We've got 20 alive here, so there's 16 others. We've got our whole squad still pretty much on full health as well. Yeah, and we just we decided to move around to the kind of the thin edge, if there kind of is one. It's kind of quite a central circle, I guess, but
but we're clearing the edge of the circle, knowing that once we've cleared it, our backs are kind of covered, if you like.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here, is just having a look around and trying to make sure that we want to feel reasonably confident that one side at least is safe. So we feel like this side down to our right now is probably fairly safe. We can't see anyone by these trees right here. The blue zone's right there. We've just come from the melee side, so we're pretty confident in the the safety of this little bit that we're at now. And we're right on the edge of the circle as well. We've got a few targets here.
That would have been an extreme shot.
Would have been nice, wouldn't it? Would have been nice.
We need to learn our trees. I think at the moment we can only differentiate by orange, green, or there's two of them.
Yeah, we need to come up with some nicknames for these for the different types of trees. Would be very useful, wouldn't it? Would be very useful. We'll put a big wall chart up on the wall.
Some sort of guardian.
Just give them little names like Dave and Frank, and he's behind the Frank tree.
Titchmarsh should be good at this.
Titch Marshall.
He's by the conifer.
He's a cracking PUBG player. There we go. So these guys, we put some shots in. I don't know if we. These guys do get wiped. I think in the end. I think I end up. We put some fire on them for a while. They were able to get some revives in behind that rock, I think, and then some other guys from those houses shoot at them, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think I end up shooting a guy who's knocked and kill stealing from it. Because I don't think it was even my knock. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. There we go. We find some dudes over here. That's one of you guys called out. So we change angle a little bit. Don't get tunnel visioned.
I think I was actually screaming at the end of this. No tunnel vision, guys. Get out of the tunnel.
But yeah, that was we played that well. We dropped those guys pretty nicely. We've got to move for this new circle. So time's moving on at this stage. We're keeping an eye on that clock.
So easy when you're in an opportunity like this. When there's these difficult snipe opportunities.
That was unlucky. That was a
chink.
Yeah. So I think those guys start moving out now. I want to see if I can get one more. Here we go. Yeah, this is what I was waiting for.
9 seconds left before the circle moves.
There we go.
And he's got it.
So I don't know if that was mopping up a guy that I'd knocked earlier, or if that was someone else's knock that I just stole there. But either way.
Or an insta.
Yeah. It was a knocked guy that I shot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Skills.
Yeah. But yeah, so we shuffle over here. This circle's this one's okay, and then the next one is when we really have to start getting pretty serious and moving on in these houses here. But this is nice. We're a little bit concerned. There could be people over here. We did kill that other squad over here, so I felt like if there were people over here, they'd be further down this ridge that I'm kind of looking towards now.
Definitely, yeah. You can see from the terrain, you can clear up here first.
Yeah.
Fairly safe.
But I think we kind of, once we start doing that in a minute and look down, we kind of realise that there's, anyone in those houses would be able to see anyone down on these. There's no cover down here, so they would have been clocked by the guys in the houses, I think.
Very true.
But we get really nice angles up here. We can, from up, those guys think they're in a great position in the circle in the house, but we can all see through these upstairs windows that these guys proceed to get absolutely ruined by the other guys are knocking people and hitting people.
And down onto them as well. So they're struggling to get cover as well. Yeah. You just start to see blood pumping out the windows.
There you go. Look, this guy trying to just prone in the middle of the floor, knock him. And I think Wayne was just finishing off everyone who got... Yeah, Wayne just kept killing people, everyone who got knocked. It was pretty savage. So we've pushed it down to 8 alive now. So there's only 4 others left. Which I think is maybe a 2 and a 2. I think it's a 2 and a 2. Because I don't push into this house with you. I think... Oh, yeah, this guy... This is one of the last guys we get, actually, isn't it? Oh, he's one of the final 2, I think, that we deal with.
Monster Mickey, you've been shot in the head.
So he was a different squad to the guys in that house, I believe. Because it's very, very open here. But we've just got to go. I think with 4 of you, if you're sprinting and doing the wiggle, even running across open terrain, you can see him trying to fire at us a bit. But
yeah, he's actually hitting me at this point.
He hit Chewey quite badly.
You see that I'm badly hit?
Yeah.
I was the meat.
Yeah. So I decided I've got 6 grenades, so I just lob a couple over here because I thought they might be just hiding behind that building there, but I think they've actually gone inside it at this stage maybe. When I say a couple of grenades, I mean 4 grenades.
Well, I think you've kept them pinned in there.
We gave it a good go.
There's your earlier game clip getting nice.
So we move over here. These guys all push upstairs on the guys up there. I decided not to push up because I didn't want to just get caught on the stair. Well, if they needed help, I would have charged up, but they just, they dealt with it all. I wanted to keep on out down here because I know there's those other guys that I was shooting at a minute ago.
Yeah. So Wayne's cleared that out upstairs.
Yeah, those guys run up there and clear those. So there's only 2 left alive at the moment. I know that there was one over here who only got knocked.
Yeah.
So we're pretty confident it's him and his teammate over here right now.
I think we all yelled they're in the shit shack.
I think you might have seen them go in or shuffle on the door because I think we've clocked they're inside there now. And you guys are calling the grenades.
Raining in now.
You guys start raining grenades down, so I back up a little bit because we don't know where they're going to go.
Wayne gets the first one with a grenade. He's knocked.
Oh yeah,
I kill him with.
Oh nice! You finish off
grenade.
that guy with a grenade. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if he was around the back of that house. But there's one in here because this one gets.
And then you just start pumping it.
I'm
full
like,
of
there
grenades.
we go. That'll do. let's do this. And poor Exiled Reaper gets gets taken down with a grenade in.
39 hit points, pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty solid game. 7 kills but yeah, just that one was just it was really nice. It's always nice when you get all 4 squad members to the end of a game, and there wasn't even it didn't even really come close to losing any squad members in that game. It was just so slick the whole way through. Were there any knocks in the whole thing? I'm not sure there were there?
I don't think so.
Were there any really early on?
No. I don't think there were. I think we just cleared it.
I don't think there was a single knock in the whole thing, which is pretty crazy. But yes, that's another PUBG Xbox One X director's commentary. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Chewey,
Thank
for
you very
joining me.
much.
If these keep going down well, we'll certainly do some more. We're really enjoying playing the game, so there's certainly going to be an abundance of of replays that we get. We'll try and stream some squads as well. That'd be fun sometime. I think we'll try and do that.
Oh, big time, yeah.
But yeah, all right. So thanks for joining me, Chewey. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Cheerio.
Bye.